Yeah, I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Ay, now we on top once again. I don't want it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And off we go from Soldier Field. Backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. The throw complete to Dorsett. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Dorsett. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Right back to him on 1st down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
A gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And the 49er first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
First down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 36 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
7. Bears nothing.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he finds Montgomery complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Bears nothing.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. And that is incomplete here. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. A very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 5. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense has really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll look to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. To pick it up. This is out quickly to the right, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. back to throw.
That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember,
under pressure, and down he goes. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play it. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
He's going to try and do this himself. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15. First down, 49ers.
On play action, they'll throw. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go. 3rd quarter.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Number 20.
The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Barrett, on the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And out of bounds right around the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Back to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
2nd and 4.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
They go right back to him for 20 and a first. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle there to make the grab. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.